Welcome to another episode of our show, Anything Goes. We're still in Christmas time. We're spending Christmas with you in New York. And today we're going out to see several places. We're going out now to meet Mary Wasif, who is standing in the Empire State Building. Mary, can you hear me?
Hi, Uncle Haney.
Can we know from you what you have learned about this beautiful place?
It is a 102-story landmark. Its name is derived from the nickname of the state of New York. It stood as the world's tallest building for more than 40 years, from its completion in 1931 until construction of the World Trade Center's North Tower was completed in 1972. Following the destruction of the World Trade Center in 2001, the Empire State Building, once again, the tallest building in New York City and New York State. The Empire State Building is the third tallest skyscrapers in the Americas, after two Chicago towers, the Willis Tower and the Trump International Hotel and Tower, and the 15th tallest in the world. The Empire State Building, as of now, carries the colors red, white, and blue, symbolizing our very own American flag. This is Mary Wasif, CYC, from the Empire State Building. Uncle Haney, back to you.
Thank you very much, Mary. And now we go back again outside to the street and we see our daughter Nardine. She is in a very busy square in front of a major shopping center. She is in Macy's in Manhattan. Nardine, can you hear me?
Hi, Uncle Henny.
Great. I'm sorry that you are freezing in the cold weather, but and we are here as warm, but sorry for that. But can you please tell us what are you seeing and what's going on around there?
You're all right. It has been rough. I'm standing here in front of Macy's Herald Square, Manhattan. Flagship store in Herald Square, New York City is recognized as the world's largest department store since 1924. The company sponsors the annual Macy's Day Parade since 1924, a well-known parade which has been on the streets of New York City. The company also sponsors the fireworks for the annual 4th of July, which began in 1976. In 2008, Macy's celebrated its 150th birthday. Sitting here for the last hour, I must have counted 200 shoppers exiting and entering the store. The size of shopping bags and numbers of bags is incredible. CYC in front of Macy's Herald Square, New York City. Back to you, Uncle Henny.
Thank you very much, Nardine. And now we go out again and see our friend Pavnoti, who is standing in Battery Park on the other side of the Statue of Liberty.
Hi, Dr. Henny. This is Pavnoti, and we're going to talk about the Statue of Liberty in the New York Harbor. She stands in the New York Harbor, a 151-foot statue of a woman holding a book and a high torch. When shipped from France to New York, came in 350 pieces, took 4 months to assemble, and finally assembled on October 28, 1886. She stands in Liberty Island in New York City Harbor. She welcomes all visitors, immigrants, and returning travelers by ship. The Statue of Liberty was closed to visitors following September 11, 2001, but Liberty Island was reopened on December 20, 2001. The Promenade and Observatory were reopened to visitors beginning August 3, 2004, by reserve ticket only. On July 4, 2009, the crown was once again made accessible to all visitors. This is Pavnoti Gergis from CYC in the Statue of Liberty, New York. Now back to you, Dr. Henny.
Thank you very much, Pavnoti. And now we are back here with each other. And while I was listening to all of these three places, Macy's, Statue of Liberty, and the Empire State, something occurred to me. Everybody's celebrating in his or her own way. We have seen people shopping, we have seen people visiting. What do you think our forefathers have done or would have been done if they were here? I'll start with you, Sarah.
Our forefathers, I don't think that this whole idea of excessive, I don't think excessive giving would have been something that they would have done, but I think they would definitely be giving, at least to the poor and those in need, and sort of just a very meaningful type of giving, something that maybe some of us here in North America are not very familiar with, as most of us already have everything we need. It's not.
So the first lesson we learned that our forefathers, if they should be living here today, they will not be taking as much as they will be giving, and to them, nativity or Christmas means sacrifice. Yes, Chris?
One thing I believe that they will be taking, have been taking, is this holy time of fasting much more seriously.
Great.
And,
Talk to me about the word serious. What do you mean by that? What do you mean fasting seriously?
I just mean that they would be giving more matanyas, more of everything, more prayers, more examination, more reflection on their spiritual lives and their spiritual relationship with Jesus Christ during this time, because this is the time to recognize our Lord's birth. They would use that as a time to get more personal with Him.
Lydia, Chris mentioned the word examination. What does he mean by that? Or can you elaborate more on this?
Well, I think self-examination, it's just basically looking at myself and seeing every day, it's supposed to be daily, honestly, to daily examine yourself and to see every day, have I followed Christ? Have I honored Him? Have I obeyed His commandments? What did I do that did not obey Him? And taking these things, and once you've realized that you've done A, B, C, D, and actually repenting over them and just repenting and confessing them and just really taking this time to allow God to sanctify you and to purify you from the things that you do daily.
And Mark, sorry, and do you think that this month, Kiak, or right before Nativity, these things our forefathers would have been doing more intensely, more than other times? I mean, tell me about that.
Oh, you mean the giving and
the examination, the metanias that he mentioned?
Oh, absolutely. I think actually they would have recognized that this is a special time of year, that we're honoring the birth of Christ, and is incarnation. So they would take it upon themselves to be able to benefit as much as possible from this time of year. And in regards to the giving, I actually think they wouldn't be, as Sarah said, the excessiveness, but I think they would be giving a lot more to the needy, a lot more to those who are in need, to those who are helpless.
Marianne, what's your thoughts? What do you think if, say, Marimina is living nowadays, Saint Damiana is living nowadays, in New York in Christmas time? What do you think Saint Damiana or Marimina would do?
I think two things. They would definitely be spending more time with Christ, and I think that includes coming to church more often, just really in the mood of celebrating his birth. And so that means praising, that means praying more. We have overnight kieks in so many churches, just spending time with him a lot more in the season. And then I also think what Mark was saying is that you're also spending time with his people and the people that he's now come to save, and helping those that are that are hungry and thirsty, and the poor and the homeless, and I think that would be a big focus for them.
Yes, Chris.
A beautiful gift that was given to all of us, specifically us in the Coptic Orthodox Church, is yet another apparition of Saint Mary in Egypt, which Muslims, Christians, everyone from every nation can get to see. People are baffled about how it could be something else, but it's actually a gift for us, especially during this holy month, to recognize what we're given and what we should be doing with our time.
Makar, this is a time not only for nativity. What do you think our forefathers would do because of the end of the year? I mean, put yourself in the shoes of Saint Anthony. He is living in New York, January 31st. What do you think he should have been doing?
I think Saint Anthony would have taken a spiritual inventory to see what steps has he taken towards Christ in his life during that year, and what sins has he committed, if any, in that year, and what does he plan to do for the years coming forward. I think the nativity is when Christ took flesh and came among us, and we who are already in the flesh should bring Christ among all the people, and we should take this opportunity to do that. But before we can do that, we need to have Christ among us, within us. So we need to have Christ amongst my person, myself, inside of me. And then once I can do that, through my daily examination, through my prayers, through my life and my love with Christ, then I can do what Christ did with all the people, because I have him in me already.
I hope you have a very blessed Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Until next time, have a blessed time. God bless you.